Welcome! Today, I look into 3 video game characters who visually resemble late Bucktick member Atsushi Sakurai, a Japanese visual-kei rock band acclaimed for their music and their contributions towards the Japanese rock scene. Now, these characters have not been confirmed to be based on this musician, but let me land here. Let's get into it. Acclaimed Japanese rock band Bucktick, which is a spelling based on the Japanese word for firecracker, Bakuchiku, is one of the most successful visual-kei groups, debuting in 1983 and having breakout success in the late 80s. They've had continued success throughout the decades. Atsushi Sakurai was the vocalist and songwriter in the band, who passed away in 2023. His works, and their contributions overall, arguably paved the way for future artists in Japanese rock music. By happenstance, he became influential to various Japanese artists and illustrators. Due to his striking androgynous appearance, a perceived aloofness, generally a stereotypical element in Japanese media, while he was more of a reserved, quiet person, and a style that merges goth, punk, and glam rock sensibilities, he has been modelled by various illustrators in his image. Notably, these references seem to be based on his appearances from the late 80s to around the 90s. From mangaka to even video games, there's either a direct or indirect influence. Best known for her work on the Fire Emblem series, artist Senri Kita created and illustrated both Asura and Shadow Asura, a shadow clone. He is a playable character in the 1998 fighting game Samurai Showdown 64 Warrior's Rage. It was produced by SNK for the Hyper Neo Geo 64 arcade system. A beautiful yet haunting character design, Asura also has a vamp-like look and resembles a samurai who was trapped in the goth world. In terms of appearance, the character sports long black voluminous hair, pointy elf-like ears, red eyes, and an under-eye scar on his left eye. He has a pale complexion. Meanwhile, Shadow Asura wears more colourful attire based on traditional Japanese clothing with a custom deconstructed flare and sports medium-length hair. His eyes are golden brown instead, has long nails painted red, and dons red lipstick. Asura seemingly wears a long flowy design with a tattered sleeve on the left. White harnesses are shown on both of his shoulders, with his garment having exaggerated shoulder blades. There are belts at the hem of the right sleeve and on his left wrist. A more elaborate glove is shown on his right hand, while a tattered one can be seen on the left. His collar features straps and his torso is also covered in straps, generously revealing his torso underneath. This outfit seems to have a long 2-split hem skirt that's notably distressed at the ends. His skin on the left of his waist, as well as his left thigh, is exposed due to a lack of material there, adding an androgynous touch to this look. Belt straps are shown on his upper left thighs. A white V-shaped belt can be seen, with metal chains attached to it as seen on the sides of his waist. Underneath that, he wears tight, embossed, almost vein-shaped boots, with his boots featuring multiple straps and buckles. Am I the only one that got a visual-kei vamp vibe with his character design? No? Okay. I'm shocked that this character design was only used once. Now, if we compare photos of both Asuras with Sakurai, the long flowing hair, eyebrows, quite angular, this may be a reach, but I can kind of see it. Mysterious in nature, Vincent Valentine is an optional playable character from the Final Fantasy series, introduced in 1997's Final Fantasy VII. Formerly a member of the Turks, an elite group of Shinra agents, and a byproduct of experimentation and genetic modification, he is an immortal being who can shapeshift into forms when enraged in combat. He also has superior strength, healing and speed due to being subjected to experiments by Professor Hodger, who killed and then resurrected him for ulterior motives. In his most recent design, Vincent has long black hair with crimson eyes, pale lips, and a rather pale complexion. Notably, he wears a red headband behind his wispy fringe and a customized red cloak fastened with buckles, generally covering his mouth. This detail creates a perceived distance and enigmatic atmosphere. His tattered cape creates a train of motion. Underneath, he wears a skin-tight leather bodysuit adorned with straps and belts. There's also golden shoulder blade armor. As his weapon is a gun holster is on the side of his right leg with a belt diagonally securing the holster as seen on his waist. Golden armor on the left side of his thigh and a knight-inspired gauntlet on his left hand. The tips of them eerily resemble claws. On his right arm, he wears a short black leather glove with metal armor that covers up the remainder of his elbow. Armored knight boots complete the look. Due to his appearance, vamp-like look, and enigmatic nature, the character's appearance seemed to bear resemblance to Atsushi Sakurai. Although creator Tetsuya Nomura hasn't publicly stated nor confirmed this, whether he used Sakurai as a model to create the character remains a mystery. The resemblance is uncanny though, especially when you compare it with these images. These two images, I was kind of blown away. Testament from Guilty Gear. I briefly covered this in my video titled Guilty Gear's Testament Beyond Gender. So, if interested in that topic, click the card in the top right corner. Testament has a very androgynous gothic look and style. From the very long trains and fabrics, belted straps, long hair, striking eyebrows, red eyes, and just generally defying gender. As you can see with their old design and their current design, both have androgyny, the Grim Reaper element, very gothic. I would say the older design is simpler, it's more revealing. It was the image that I saw that really had me think about this resemblance to Sakurai, because Daisuke Ishiwatari, the creator of Guilty Gear, is inspired by punk, rock and metal artists, so it's not too much of a reach. Also, when you consider the year that Guilty Gear was released, 1998, the timeline of Bucktick and their popularity and success, this timeline shows that there could have been an indirect influence, but again, I'm just throwing a theory out there. This has not been confirmed by the creator of Guilty Gear. However, these resemblances in terms of appearance are quite interesting, almost a spitting image. That concludes the video. Are there any characters that you think may resemble Atsushi Sakurai? Are there any characters that have that visual-kei look? Or do you think I'm reaching? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.